show us the edge. Yes. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Try to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah. Whoa, then see the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning time to come up and bring out the apple. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, do you want it all? This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show them the proof, show them that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
With the mentality to guard, number one, and share the basketball. We guard, we get stops, and then 39 assists, only 11 turnovers. Those are the concepts that we've been working on, and it's good to see the guys put it on the floor.
In the past, the road had been Achilles' heel for the Pelicans. They were so much better at home. Right now, you're 11-7. What's helped you flip the script and get your footing in hostile territory, so to speak?
Well, like I said, it's really a credit to the character in that locker room, realizing that we're a work team and we'll continue to be honest about the things that we're doing well and be positive about it. But there's some things that we can improve on, and the guys are dedicated to getting better. And we come in every day with that mindset. And, it's hard to win in the NBA. It's hard to win on the road. So we don't take this for granted, but this is a big time win for us.
And we talked about the importance of this road trip coming into it. Just started off 2 straight games where you're up by 40 plus at one point. Just what do you really like about the way your team is playing right now?
Well, I'm blessed. We're blessed and grateful to have 2 games like that where we start off dominating. And it's hard to do, especially against 2 teams that move and shoot the ball the way they do, and they can guard, and you got guys that play different positions. But, credit to Jaren Collins and Coach JB, who worked on, this scout tonight. And we really worked on it in practice. We worked on it in film, and the guys went out and executed the game plan.
And what stands out in some of these blowouts is these aren't games where Z and BI are scoring 30, 40 points. It seems like everybody's kind of chipping. You're close to 40 assists as a team tonight. How do you like just how much everybody is chipping in right now?
Yeah, I think that's the growth factor for us is there's going to be nights, because it's going to be nights that, Z may have 12, 13, 14 points. The same thing with BI. And are we okay with that? When we're winning games and you can see that the double-digit scoring is with 7, 8, 9 guys, are we okay sometimes, we're just having a solid night? And this was a growth moment. The guys were happy in the locker room, happy for each other. And that's what it's about. It's about a team win, guarding, rebounding the ball, sharing the basketball on the offensive end, and taking care of the ball, low turnover games.
Coach, the last time you guys were in national TV is probably a night you guys want to forget. You're back on national TV tonight. Do you feel like this was kind of a statement to show everybody how different this team is since Vegas, and what has been the difference since Vegas?
It's more about proving to ourselves the standard that we want to set for ourselves. And Vegas wasn't it. And we were honest about that. That was a poor performance on our part. We played with a lack of energy. I don't want to continue to go back. Let's stay positive. But we had some honest discussions about it, and we want to hold ourselves to a certain standard. And the last, 10, 15 games since Vegas has been more of what we're about. And that's the goal, continue to move forward.
And also with BI, seem like he's more efficient, more joy in this game this year? Am I wrong in what I'm saying? Or?
He's having a ball. He's sharing the basketball. He's defending. He's one of our leaders on and off the floor. It's great to see him set the tone and play with such force and efficiency, like you said, Mark.
And we've talked a lot about the offense in some of these blowouts, but what do you like about just where you are defensively right now as a team and just the way you're getting stops consistently?
Well, it all starts with that. We're a team that we know we have to defend. We have to guard. We have to contest shots. And then we work our tails off defensively, making sure that we finish those possessions and not give up a ton of offensive rebounds. This is a good offensive rebounding team. They still beat us in that category, but that's the focus for us is making sure that our game plan discipline defensively is at a high level. And tonight, credit to all of our guys in the locker room, they did that.
Coach, the way you guys were hitting threes is almost like you beat them at their own game tonight. And then you had Valanciunas pretty much doing whatever he wanted inside the paint there. Was the mentality just to keep the foot on the gas pedal and not let up, knowing that, the Warriors can have their own shooters and try to take over a game?
For sure. We know that this is a group that the Warriors, that they have heart. They play with pride. They want to protect their home floor. They just had a loss here a few nights ago. So we didn't want to let them back in the game. They made a run, and then a credit to our guys. Once again, they responded. And JV had a huge third quarter. I think 15 points, 4 rebounds, something like that. But, it was a big-time response from our guys. Okay, thank you.
All right. Shout out to the fam, man, tonight on this episode, this excellent episode of the Pelican Postgame Report. Man, what can I say, man? For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned in to the Pelican Postgame Report. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. By all means, feel free to share the show on your social media feed. We up in this thing. A big Q. We got DC and Lexxah chiming in tonight's broadcast. And what can I tell you about them? They're Pelicans, man. They absolutely knock the lily hell out of the Warriors. And we know they're without Draymond Green. That's his dumbass fault. But at the bottom line, we took care of business here. And we handled the business 141 to 105. And it's just how they did it. I mean, against the Dubs, known for three-point shooting, they beat them at their own game. Not only that, but they were intelligent tonight. They beat them up in the paint. Our big guns, who usually would lead the team, wasn't in terms of scoring. We used Bell against it, so the intelligence was there. The rotations were pretty crisp tonight. The three-point shooting was there. The defense for large portions of the game was there. And what you got is a unmitigated blowout. The Pelicans hammer the hell out of the Warriors tonight.
It's a little bit more than an unmitigated blowout, man. This is the worst loss at home in the Steve Kerr era. Do we realize that?
I don't care. I love it.
The Warriors have never lost this bad at home.
I love
it. Since Steve Kerr has been the coach. And the reason I know that, because SportsCenter just tweeted that. I guess they're giving us a little love, man.
I love what the Pelicans are doing right now on the road, to be quite honest with you. So
7-0. 7-0,
right.
Huh?
I love it. The Kings matchup, people were saying, Jay Black and others were saying, hey, man, don't get too excited. Don't react. And I'm like, dude,
what are they talking about, man? They held De'Aaron Fox at 3 points, man.
3 points.
How am I gonna overreact to that? Like that's amazing. That probably will never happen again.
DC, they just listen. After the last several years of Pelican play, they're a little cautious on everything. So that's
I understand.
That's understandable. So I'm gonna let you guys start off with it before we just attack the stats quickly. But DC, Lexxah, welcome.
I'm gonna let Lex go ahead and take this one first, man.
Why
No,
you be doing that, DC?
because Willie did good tonight. So I want to hear what you gotta say.
You know what? I think you be trying to instigate. That's what you
Nah,
trying to do.
sometimes I just be trying to be polite for real. But tonight I'm doing it because Willie played good today.
Yo, look, let me tell you something. Any coach looks good when it's a blowout, okay? Okay, that is the truth.
Right, all adjustments worked in, huh?
Hey, but you know what? The game plan was good. You can tell that they really did their homework.
Mhm.
Okay. But one thing I do like about what I saw, they came out with energy from the jump and they kept their foot on the gas. That's what I love about the second part. Really, I love the fact that they came out with energy, but that was the biggest thing. Is like, okay, you all are your threes are dropping, like everything is going well. I was skeptical about that second half though. I was like, okay, look, this is great, but I'm gonna wait. I want to see how you all respond coming out of that half. And they did well. They did well. I mean, JV. I mean, he went on a 10-point tear by himself. I mean, it was really good stuff. I love the ball movement, the player movement. I mean, everybody was involved, acclimated into the game, and I really do like seeing that because it's not so much as like someone like really leading and scoring, but everyone understanding their roles and being involved and doing what they do best within their roles. So I mean, it was really good to see in that regard. Um, yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes, how how this goes, moving forward. Because we know that the Pels can do this. They can beat the best of the best. We've seen it, from past games. But again, it's like, okay, not every game is going to be a blowout, and this looks great. Threes were dropping and everything, but when the threes are not dropping, how are we responding? So, that's my biggest thing. But I love what I saw. It was just, it was good. It was beautiful basketball. So that's all I got.
Hey, you're right, Lex. It was supreme basketball. I loved it, man. B Max, shout out to you, brothers. Thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate all of the flockers for being in this thing, man. Great win by the Pels. DC, you want to add anything?
Hell yeah, man. Everybody on the Pels got the score, man. We all got the score tonight, man. Excellent game. It's probably the best showing all season, even though the Pels they have 4 games with 30 plus points deficit of victory, man. That is tied for most in the NBA. That is the most in the Western Conference. And the thing I loved about it is the way, and it's usually like a similar thing with all of these 30-point games, man. Everybody's getting a chance to score. It ain't like somebody's going off for 45, 50 points. Nah, like you got a bunch of people 15, 14, 19, 18, they're sharing the ball, man, and it truly starts with the defense. Herb Jones played phenomenal defensively tonight. JV came in that third quarter when, the Warriors had cut that 25-point lead down to like 10 points, man. And JV just put the Pels on his back and rattled off 10 straight points and shut all that noise down. And then, they still were trying to float around, and Zion came and shut the door in the fourth quarter. It's like they're finding out how to play with one another, man, how to kind of not be concerned about the numbers and just play good ball, man. And that always leads to a team getting a lot of wins when guys aren't worrying about, hitting certain marks for the contract and this and that. Man, you had like 6 guys that all had the same amount of shots tonight, man. That is crazy. 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. Everybody got 13 shots. And then you're looking at that 3-point barrage, man. I mean, the Pels had 13 3-pointers in the first half. It's awesome. So if they can play at any semblance of this level, man, for a maintained period of time, we're gonna win a lot of goddamn games. We got this stretch of games coming up. That's pretty rough, but you gotta like your odds with the Pels playing Denver, man. And just look at these team stats, Big Q. I know you about to go ahead and rattle them off, man. They're beautiful.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, DC, man. I was just looking at these stats, man, and I was thinking to myself, man,
37 assists, Big Q. I gotta point that one out.
I know, bro. I was looking at that one. That's one of my favorite ones, bro.
Didn't they have 37 assists against Sacramento? I think they had the same exact number.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go back and look.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll peek at it. Well, DC, you take a look at it while I go through the stats. All right, Pelicans tonight, family, 57.4% shoot. Well, first, let me do the super chat first.
Too shy, Lex. It was 35. 35 for Sacramento.
B-Mac, shout out to you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. He says, you couldn't see the team's maturity during the Golden State runs, kept their composure, and played with joy. Indeed.
Man, look, Slim and Tramal are going in on the night.
Oh, yeah.
They got some new words that can go up in the gym.
Let them know about the doctrine of love.
Joyfulness.
Not togetherness. It was just together.
Hey, in the playoffs, we gonna need some tough love though. Okay,
they're gonna ramp them up.
I'm letting you know right now.
They're gonna ramp them up. The words for the playoffs, there, Lex. They gonna
sacrifice.
Look, didn't nobody put up no killer?
they used something tonight. I don't know what it was, but they knocked the hell out of the Warriors tonight, man. But anyway, here go the stats: 94
willingness,
7.4% from the field today, 19 of 20, 47.5% from the 3-point line. They shot free throw percentage, 14 of 19 for almost 74% from the foul line for the Pelicans tonight. They were letting them play. Pelicans had almost 50 boards tonight, 47 to be precise. Like DC talked about, the assists, 37 tonight, 11 steals by Pelicans, 8 blocks by Pelicans, only 11 turnovers by Pelicans tonight. Fast breaking, 14 to 6 Pels, 64-48 Pels on the points in the paint. They were up by as much as 41 points tonight. It was a supreme victory by Pelicans. They handled the business. The top scorer for the squad, of course, is Big V. 21 points, 21 minutes for Valanciunas. Plus 18 on the plus minus. Almost a double-double, just one rebound shy of it. 21 points, 9 boards, a couple of assists and steals, and a block by Big V in the game. 19 from Zion Williamson in 30 minutes of action. He finished with 19, 5, and 7 assists with him in the matchup. You looked at the 13 points from Ingram in 23 minutes. I mean, our big guns, man, really didn't have to do too much. This is a solid team affair, man, all the way around. 13 for BI, 12 from Herb and what he was doing out there playing defense. Herb knocked down 4 3-pointers tonight. His shot was on, doing his thing. CJ, at a point, he knew when to get in there. He was assisting tonight, making some really good, fantastic assists. 14 points.
CJ played awesome, man. He really set the tone early.
2 steals in the matchup. And the plus minus was off the chain with the Pelicans. Plus 22 for CJ, plus 23 for Zion, plus 18 for Val, plus 38 for Cody Zeller, plus 25 for Jayhawk, plus 25 for Dyson, plus 17 for Larry. Everybody was having some fun. 14 from Jayhawk off the bench, 4 or 5 from the 3-point line, 16 from Trigger Trey Murphy.
Say that again.
You got to give him his plus 38, Q. That was Trigger Trey, bro.
I can't hear you. Say that again.
Jayhawk, he played?
Jayhawk had 20.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Lexxah.
He ain't missed a shot till the fourth
I know
quarter.
I watched the game. Come on. Yeah, Jayhawk played.
He played
Hey,
really
where's
well.
the round of applause, Big Q?
I know. Yeah, let's hit
Do
the
the
button
clapping,
right
do the
there.
clapping.
That's the button. Hold on, I forgot what damn button it is.
Oh, come on. That's a good thing. We've been wanting Jayhawk to play. Yeah. We got some love tonight, y'all. And it wasn't because of injury. Yeah.
No.
No, because they played Jayhawk over Najee. I was shocked.
I mean, but hey, Trey Murphy, Jayhawk was out there, man. They both hit 4 3-pointers apiece.
Hey, Q,
plus
Q,
minus was off
Q.
the chain. 2 plus 38 for Trey Murphy as well, plus 17 from Larry. But y'all have at it. Go ahead, DC. What you want to talk about?
They played Trey Murphy and Jayhawk together.
I
Can we
know.
clap again for that? Can we clap again? In multiple lineups. So come on, man, put the clap. And we had 19 goddamn 3-pointers. Go figure.
I mean, they
what's up.
they was fantastic today. But go ahead, y'all have the floor, DC. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Excellent turnout. Everybody chipped in, man. Everybody did their thing. Herb is playing better and better offensively. 6 assists from Trigger Trey Murphy, man. How about that? That was a little bit of a shocker to me to see that. And I talked about CJ, man, we wanted to trade CJ for DeJounte Murray, and all he did is ball since that goddamn open panel Friday or a couple Fridays ago, man. CJ been playing really, 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 really great. I ain't gonna even say well. It's been great. Cutting down on a lot of the careless turnovers, a lot of the shot chucking, man. I've seen a bunch of times where he normally might have just put up a shot or tried to attack the rim and just did something, and he pulled it back, man. Let the offense set, made excellent decisions, 0 turnovers, and I think last game he had 1 turnover and torched them, so he's really stepping up, man, and doing his thing, and defensively too. It's not just BI. CJ is playing awesome defense as well, along with Zion. Zion had this game, and he didn't really have a lot going points-wise till late in the game, but he was very, very effective defensively and just tons of energy and effort all over the place, man. He only got 1 steal, but Zion was all over the place out there on defense. So this is just good to see, man. The guys, they can play that brand of ball, kind of stay in their lane, but also make excellent plays and play their game. We do this, and we can consistently do this. Who can we beat?
Oh,
That's really the question.
Word right there.
Consistency. There you go, Lex.
That and the edge.
Well, they had a little edge tonight. They had some edge.
Hey, did y'all hear Perk though? He said
What did he
playing
say?
with an edge. I was like, okay.
Wait, Perk said playing with an edge. Oh man,
Yeah, he did. I gotta.
you got to trademark it, Lex.
Oh, I tell you, man.
They gonna try to take it and run with it and act like it's
I
theirs.
tell you, man, these people.
I'm
Man.
gonna be right there.
And Stephen A says Zion want to leave. Y'all heard that?
Yeah, he always says that because he wanted him to go to his New York Knicks.
You know what? This is the thing I want. If people,
Hey, wait, hold up, Q, hold up. There was at halftime. We were up by like 13, and Wilbon was telling him, he was like, "Yeah, but everybody's on the team is scoring, and they've been winning by a lot of points." Stephen A. He's like, "I don't like it."
man,
Zion isn't leading the team in points. I don't like it.
let me tell you something, brother, about this dude. I've exposed these people. I told you, Stephen A. Smith is a liar. Don't listen to nothing he says about the Pelicans. If you really want to know what time it is, you listen to what Wojnarowski has to say. Usually when you see Stephen A. spouting the lies about Zion Williamson wants to leave and all this kind of stuff, notice when he has Adrian Wojnarowski on the show with him, Wojnarowski never says nothing about or confirms what he's saying. That's absolute BS. He's been saying that shit for the last couple of years. Is unmitigated lies. He's a liar. He has no information.
Since he was drafted.
Right. He has no information, no sources, nothing that he can say to prove what he's talking about, and nobody gets behind him on it. It's lies. It's all lies, man. That's all they got. It's an entertainment company and not a sports company.
Say
So it's a joke. So let's just keep it pushing. Go ahead, DC.
I got some sources that say when you go to curry places, you try to eat the table.
I don't know what you mean by that, sir. What curry places? What you talking about?
All the Jamaican spots in the city.
I don't know what you're talking about, brother. I don't eat at Jamaican joints, bro. I make my own.
They say if
Nah,
Big Q
that's
coming, you gotta hide the curry spice and the sugar, and he gonna try to eat the table.
It's very funny, DC, but it's not accurate. Thank you very much. Go ahead, Lex. DC's stupid corny joke fell flat. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got the floor.
Yeah, it was I mean, it was good stuff. Everybody was in the well, most everybody was in the positive and the plus minus. I mean, everybody was involved. I mean, 8 people in double figures. I mean, what can you say about that? It kind of leaves you speechless. So everybody just really did their thing. I will say this, JV. I mean, he was playing with little boys tonight. I mean, there was one instance where he shot a layup, he didn't even jump. So I mean that told you a whole lot about tonight. I mean, he was just spanking them like on the inside. Like, so I mean, he really had a heck of a night. We're definitely gonna need him in this next game, which is also people on national television. So it's kind of like back to back kind of thing going on here. It's really good. But I'm glad we got over the hump as far as, getting a big win on national televised station. So yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good affair by the Pelicans, man. They're playing really good ball as we tune up for the preview for the Denver Nuggets matchup here that'll be on Friday. And the Pelicans will have an opportunity, man, to continue this hot play that they're doing, man.
Wow.
They
gave us a 30% shot. Oh wow.
That's for gambling purposes.
I thought it would have been like 15%.
Times Lexxah got to tell you that, DC. She says, "Tell DC."
37% shot.
They trying to trick people. Yeah,
I like them odds. I like them odds.
Take a chance, DC. Take a chance. There you go, baby. But this
realistically though, the Pels actually played Denver pretty well, man. I mean, we never get blown out by them. We've been a lot of times one of the only teams to beat them at times when they're really hot. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup.
It's the final game of the regular season series, which is tied 1-1. So it is a good gauge game too. Like we talked about this tough stretch of games, this 5-game stretch the Pelicans are currently under. And, they're going out there and they look really comfortable on the road. They really do. They're 11-7 right now. They went into the Golden State building and just took them apart. They took apart the Sacramento Kings. The previous game prior to that, they had the little letdown. But I think that's where we don't anticipate the Pelicans to be on that level yet. But we just peeking. We're just looking at the potential. And if they can just level out and play just with the talent that they have and play with that defense and that communication, this is what we see. And we see Larry Nance, what he means with everything. And then, and Jose didn't even play in the game tonight. It's not, we had everything. We had everything. Like I said, if we just balance off and just play with the defense and the smart, and we had intelligent basketball tonight. Really, really, we did. We attacked this small ass team inside. We beat them up. We got to the foul line. We hit as much. They gave us 17 attempts tonight or something like that. But we did what we were supposed to do. We did more than what we were supposed to. Be honest with you, we just hammered the hell out of this team. We had it on our minds. But what happens with Denver? We know we match up with them. We know Val matches up against the Joker. But we got to bring it against the Nuggets. How do we get the dub, Lex? What you think?
Well, I'm gonna start off how I always say: energy, right from the jump. Getting out in transition, playing that stellar defense that we've been playing to get out into transition, and then just keeping that pressure on them, keeping the foot on the gas. Do JV and oh my gosh, Larry Nance, do the best you can to slow Jokic down. You can't shut him down because one thing about Jokic against Detroit, and I know it's Detroit, he only had 2 points, but he had like 16 or 20 assists. So there's other ways that he can hurt you. So we have to, just because he's such a versatile player as far as getting rebounds and assists as well as points. But we just do the best that we can to slow him down. Jamal Murray, he's playing in this game. I don't think we played Denver when he played. So that may be a little bit different. He can't get to the basket as far as attacking, but again, doing the best we can to slow him down as well. But if we're playing that team defense and really having active hands, moving our feet, just playing solid fundamental defense, I think we can get them. They are a championship caliber type team, so they know how to win. They can make this game close, and I think that'll be the interesting thing to see, because if this game is close, it's gonna be interesting to see how the Pelicans respond to being this being a close game if it comes to that. So it'll be interesting. But I think we can get the win. But we gotta step it up and be solid.
Golden State Warriors. I mean, I'm about to talk about the Warriors right quick, but the Nuggets are 2-3 in their last 5 games, and they're currently getting it handed to them right now against the Utah Jazz, and right now in the game against the Jazz, 76-55. So we'll see exactly how it all ends out. But man, it's going to be interesting to see just how this all trends, man. It's going to be interesting, man, to be honest with you. They just beat that. I'm just really happy to see what the Pelicans are putting together finally, man. Won't be an easy thing about the defending world champion Nuggets, but like DC smartly said, that we do play this team well, man. So DC, anything you want to add to the matchup against the Nuggets before we get ready to leave?
Tough outing against Denver, man. You can look to the previous games to see how we should play them. Obviously, you can't let Jokic kill you. Last time we played him, man, dude had a triple double, and they still lost though. But you got Jamal Murray coming back, so that's another added firepower to them. Another guy that can give them that scoring punch. So you got to pick your poison with Joker, man. You're gonna give up something, but you can't let him get all of his teammates involved and have him cook you too, and then think you're gonna win this game. And then ultimately, besides that, it's gonna come down to the refs. It always does when we play Denver, man. So this is a game where we gotta hit our free throws, the ones that we get. We usually don't, win the free throw margin battle in these ones. Even though the one when we got victory, we did. We held them to only 12 free throws. Very weird statistic, because they had 12, we had 21, but both of us shot 50% from free throw line. So, that game could have easily went Denver's way, but I think tonight's game is a template for us on how to beat the Nuggets. Obviously, you can't just expect to go in there and blow them out by 35, 36, whatever, and score 141 points. But the template, I think, is sharing the ball, getting everybody involved, doing it defense first. That works for the Pels. They have to stick to that model, man. That's who they are. So they got to go out there and play excellent defense first, turn that into some transition buckets, and then look to go ahead and get your offense going, man, because guys seem to be a lot more confident once they get some easy shots in the beginning, and they've been very good at that a lot of these games as of late. And the 3-point, the three ball, man, the 3-ball, can't expect us to go out and shoot 43 pointers every night. But if we can win the 3-point battle against Denver, that's almost assures victory. They looking to shoot that thing too. So you got to play good perimeter defense and be able to get some of them to go down, man, because we all know the statistic, right? What is it? 7 or fewer threes, and it usually ends in an L. So we got one of them nights where it's cold from behind the arc. You ain't beating Denver. So we gotta get to the line, keep Jokic, I guess you would say, under control. Like, you're not gonna stop him. Just can't give him everything. And knock down that 3-ball, man. And I think we do that. We do those 3 things and we get a dub.
All right, man. Yeah, I think we can get this one, man. I mean, we just have to keep doing what we're doing, man. Playing behind that defense, man. Being smart and intelligent, taking advantage of these mismatches they give us, and just being intelligent, having that intelligent basketball mindset, man, into this one, man. So, yeah, great game tonight. What can I tell you? It's another treat tonight. Pelicans playing really well on the road. Don't get it twisted. Denver's still a tough team. They might be getting their heads beat in right now, but they could flip this thing around. It looks like I think they still got some time in this game against Utah. But Utah's a tough matchup for a lot of people, man. But anyway, we're going to get ready to get on in it. Listen, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us for this episode of the Pelican Postgame Report. Appreciate each and every last one of y'all for being here. Please do me a service and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. By all means, feel free to share the show on your social media feed. We up in this thing representing. Molly Mall says, Q, you just sounded like Dennis Allen when you said, keep doing what you're doing. Say, brother.
Chopping wood, Q. Keep chopping wood.
No, I'm never gonna say that, but keep doing what you're doing. No, that was in bad faith. He said something wrong because he wasn't thinking. The guys, I ain't gonna even get into that. We're gonna talk about that on the
you just apologize for it later, bro. It'll be all right.
yes, indeed.
Kind of turned against them though, didn't they? They made their own decision.
In the words of Mickey Loomis, Lex, that's just stupid.
Well, did he get fired immediately after? Dude, what? I don't even know his name.
Yeah, nah, you talking about Jameis Winston? There are people coming out.
The head coach for.
Yeah. He got fired at exactly 12
after, so he already knew what was up. That's why he was mad.
He was the first one to get fired.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But I got a late stream I'm gonna do tonight for the Sports Coma family. I got quite a few things I got to go over on the show tonight. So to start at 11 o'clock tonight.
Don't forget about the billboard, the 5DA billboard, Q.
Yeah, DC, thank you for that. DC did alert me about that. I do have a report on that as well that I'll cover on tonight's episode of the Sports Coma. It'll be a late edition. It won't be a long show, maybe about an hour or so. It won't be longer than that. But I'll be talking about and reacting to Mickey Loomis's press conference that he did today. Another stupid thing he said, and a few other news notes and items from inside the Saints building. What their complete flipping joke. But we'll talk about it tonight on the stream. If you are who that's diehard, who that's many of you are, you can feel free to join me on the Sports Coma. So with that being said, we're gonna get out on that. Listen, we'll be back Friday, man. We'll open up the phone lines and we'll be back Friday and we'll recap the Pelicans matchup against the Denver Nuggets. It's going to be fun, man. That'll be a matchup where they'll have it on that local TV. A lot of the local, I think it's the first of the local games that they'll be showing. So they're saying up to 3 million people will be able to view the game. That's super cool. So that'll be awesome too. But anyway, with that being said, we're going to get out. Damien says, fellas, do we stick with this roster or make a slight movement? You're talking about
You're trying to keep us.
Well, go ahead. Y'all give if y'all like quick answers.
Quick answer.
Yeah. Lex, you want to answer?
See, I mean, coming off of a win like this, I mean, the political correct answer would be like no. But if you're looking like long term, which you really would have to look at a span of games, then to make the team better, you know what I'm saying? It would be yes. So it kind of just depends on how you're looking at it. But coming off of a win, obviously, everybody's on the cloud 9 right now. I mean, it would be no, but there's no harm in trying to make the roster better. But I don't know. I don't think, like I said, coming off of a win like this, it's kind of hard to say,
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Keep it real simple. When you watch the Warriors and they started to come back, what did they do? They started to pick on JV in the pick and roll when he's in drop coverage. We know we have an issue there. Don't want to get JV. I'm not leading up to a trade JV take, but we have to get rid of KLJ. You got a guy like Najee. That do you want to keep Najee? Like him, but will we re-sign him? I don't know if you could consider somebody else, but we need to get just a nice rim protector. Nothing too crazy. Slight move, like you said, Dame, and get a rim protector. Everybody wants a backup point guard, including myself, but I settle for just a rim protector. I think that would be more than enough to have us playing good playoff basketball. Because that's the one thing that we get exploited with. I think sometimes that when you look at our lineups and no matter what we do, we kind of really don't have an answer. Everything else, we get mad at Willie for adjustments and rotations, but we don't have any real athletic shot blocker. I mean, you got Larry, but I still think you need a real solid rim protector. And in case one of them guys get hurt, such as Larry Nance or JV.
Okay, well, I definitely took that as like just rotational players. Obviously KOJ was an obvious, but yeah, I didn't know you I guess I should have asked
Well,
specific.
he said a slight movement. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, guys that are just definitely out of the rotation. Yeah, they definitely gonna be going. But as far as the bigger pieces, that's the core or main role players. Kind of hard to say. I know Mose, he had mentioned Jose and Najee. I think somebody else mentioned Tramal mentioned Najee, but I don't know. I mean,
garbage time bucket gift. Man, Najee averaged I think what did he averaged 17 points when we had him starting due to injury. So I don't know. I think Najee's all right, man.
But I will say this: having a point guard, I think a point guard is probably a little bit more important than having a big man. Just the fact that we've kind of seen more so like when we're in disarray, especially in close games. I think it really shows then to really understand situations, understanding mismatches, understanding the feel of the game. I think that's still something that we should look into. But I don't know. I mean, the way that as far as with JV in the past, JV was not being used. Well, first of all, he wasn't being used properly, and a lot of times he wasn't being used at all. But this season, we've been using JV correctly. Like he's involved, he's acclimated, and he's been a huge difference maker. So because we're now using him, which we should have been doing for the past few years, it kind of changes things because I think that was the main reason why a lot of people were saying, trade JV because Willie Green's not using him correctly. And that was the biggest thing. Now he's being used. So when you're using a player correctly, there really isn't a reason to move them because like I said, I mean, he's a skillful big man. He's an overseas cat. And right now, big men, when you put big men and overseas cats together, that's kind of like ruling the league right now. You know, as far as, I mean, look who's in like the top 5 as far as MVPs and things like that. So, you know, just want to put that on everybody's mind. Like having JV, it really isn't too bad because that's what's hot actually around the league. His position.
Yeah, it's definitely a different ball game from what it was when they were negotiating them with him prior to the season. I mean, but it could swing either way. It could definitely sweeten the pot in terms of their vantage point on his value to the team, and it also could sweeten the pot in terms of what he looks like to other teams, so they can trade him and perhaps get better value. So I mean, it can work either way. So we'll see what the Pelicans got dialed up. So like we know they can't keep everybody. The team looks really good right now. They finally seem, they appear to be gelling really well, and it'll be a crime if you disturb what they got going on. So we'll see what the Octopus and in particular Tranger Langdon, what they have in their minds about what this team look like. But they look really good right now. Now we got some time before the trade deadline comes along, but they have to figure something out here, man. This looks pretty good.
Real quick, Big Q.
Yes.
Shout out to our physical therapist.
Yes.
Okay.
Amy.
Yeah. Look, Zion was out for one game and he came back the next.
Well said. Yeah,
that's some big time stuff. That's a round.
Hold on, Lex. You know what that deserves?
Oh yeah.
Some hand clapping. That's what I'm talking about, man. He wasn't
out 2 weeks, y'all. Hey, I'm telling y'all know, hey, there's no post-traumatic stress on tonight.
How about that? We so accustomed to Zion having the issue and then gone, and then you don't see him for several days, and then here's Zion back in the lineup contributing. So I mean, listen, it's a different world. What's going on with the Pelicans right now? And shout out to Amy Atmore, man, for being here. The physical therapist making a ton of good. If only we'd have done this a couple of years ago. Who knew that a team littered with basketball players would need a physical therapist? Who knew? Who knew? Crazy, man. These people insane.
You know what's better than one physical therapist, Q? 2.
3 of them.
Hey, 3, man. Hey, that might be the trade. We might trade Kyra for a physical therapist.
Hey, that's all good, bro. Let's get another one, bro. We can have 2 of them in there, man. That means we can get these guys.
Why not 4? We can trade them for 3. That might cover his salary.
There you go, Slim.
Nice salary with 3
Let's put that on the wall.
Physical therapist. Oh, the terms are ridiculous, man. Y'all are crazy, man. All these terms in the yeah, you know what? I'm gonna send them a list of things to add to the wall. They're gonna enjoy that, man. I'm gonna send that to the media people there. Things y'all put. If we're gonna put it together, man, I'm gonna arrange something. I'm gonna put something in the community section about words that the Pelicans should add to their wall.
Yeah,
and y'all
and Jamal were going in. You got to look at the replay for real.
I'm gonna give out, but I'm gonna do it. Lex, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up something, a graphic on the community section, and then we're gonna kind of give everybody the opportunity to kind of put, kind of throw words in the underneath that community section thing, and we'll just kind of look at that, take those, and kind of send it to them. Ideas for banners for your wall. This will be something unique. That'll be a kick. All right, so anyway, with that being said, glory, for real.
Not just yet. We got to get that first.
Well, you got to have harmony.
Got to have harmony to get to glory. Huh?
And tranquility.
Tranquility. Yes. Yes. There we go.
Those are the keys to joy.
Peace, tranquility.
Well, aren't you mindfulness?
All right. Thank y'all, man, for being on the stream, man. Much love to the flock, man. Appreciate you. We'll pop up on Friday's recap stream, Pels Nuggets, man. We'll go in and we'll hear from the fam as well. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you and listening to you guys then. Love to hear what Jay and Moles and others have to think about the Pelicans, man, on Friday's stream. So with that being said, we're going to get on that. Much love to the fam, and go Pels.
Go Pels.
Show us the edge. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Trying to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah. Whoa, done seen the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the outlaws. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, do you want it all? This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show 'em the proof, show 'em that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below.